Hey, well, hello everybody, and welcome to this special Nintendo Switch 2 games stream today, where we'll be playing multiple games, because wouldn't you know it, the Nintendo Switch 2 has games, in case you didn't know. But yeah, so many games in fact that, it's 5, 6 days after the launch of the console, and there's still a ton of games that we haven't even had time to check out yet. Of course, we had Mario Kart, we had Welcome Tour, we had Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which we tried out in recent days, and you can check out those on the channel. But today, we are checking out Fast Fusion, which is an exciting, super fast, sort of like F-Zero Wipeout style racing game. This is made by Shinin, and just it's essentially a series that, it launched with the launch of a Nintendo Switch back in the day. It was on Wii U, it was on Wii. It's a really fun series, and it's a fairly cheap game at just $15 to try out here on launch day. It's really boasting that 4K 120 FPS goodness. I think the 120 FPS will be in a patch later, they said. For now it's 4K 60, but it's really showing off the graphical power of the Nintendo Switch, so that's really exciting. We're going to be trying that out in the first hour of this multi-game stream, and then we're going to try out the Nintendo GameCube Classics. We finally have Nintendo GameCube games on a Nintendo console, and so we're going to try that out. There's some good stuff, of course. F-Zero GX. I guess it's kind of similar to Fast, so it should be fun to compare. And then, of course, our beloved Zelda The Wind Waker, as well as SOULCALIBUR II, which is a fighting game featuring Link, if you're not up to date with your classics there. But yeah, so it should be a good time. And for the GameCube portion as well, I will be checking out the official Nintendo GameCube wireless controller that Nintendo has released for these classic collections. You know, they've done that for N64 and all the ones before, Super NES, NES, you what have not. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying out the GameCube controller for it, playing these games the way they were meant to be played, and giving kind of my initial thoughts and review on that actual GameCube controller as we do it. So that's kind of the plan for today in this pretty epic multi-game stream. 4 games that we'll be trying. Who knows, maybe we might even try out some Switch 1 games that got upgrades. I'm not entirely sure how we'll be for time or whatever, but that could certainly be interesting. And yeah, so without further ado, let me just have a quick listen to make sure the audio is good before we get started too far into the stream, and then we shall jump right into Fast Fusion. I hear it's very impressive, and so I guess we'll see what our Switch 2 can do in terms of just sort of a realistic style graphics there. Let me have a quick listen and we'll get underway here. Alrighty, okay. Audio looks good, I think. So, let me grab some headphones and be ready to play some Fast Fusion. I'm excited. I played some Fast all the way back on the Wii when it was the first game in the series. It was pretty cool. I think at the time I just had like the demo and whatnot, but it was a cool series. Um, Technically, I have Fast Racing Neo on the Wii U, but I never actually got around to playing it. I just kind of had it for free, and then I skipped out on Fast RMX on the Switch. But I think I'm excited. This should be pretty fun. Hey, we got Matt in chat saying I will lurk. Fair enough. That's what I would do most of the times, realistically. um, but Matt, I don't know. Did you check out? I guess you probably don't want to chat, is what you're saying. Too busy. But yes, did you pick up Fast Fusion? So let's go into it. Fast Fusion, here we go. Hopefully the sound will be okay.
Fast Fusion.
I mean, yeah, it might be a pretty loud game, I don't know. I'm getting these vibes of like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, just jump scaring you with the loudest announcer voice at the start that you can possibly imagine. Alright, so let's just hop right into it. I guess we're right into the action. It's kind of an arcade style racer, of course, so there's no fluff here, you just jump right in. I'm wondering what the options are. So it defaults to performance graphics. Is this too loud? I might have to lower my headphones, but is this too loud for other people? Let me have a quick listen here. Because it's kind of hard to tell if this is too loud. One sec. Gotta check it on my phone. The best way, of course, nowadays. To not have your own feedback loop. One sec here. It looks like it might be fine. Maybe it's a bit on the loud side. I don't know. But we'll assume that it's fine. Let me know if it's otherwise, Matt. But yes, so we've got performance mode. I'm gonna lower my headphones though, let me tell you that. Okay. I think we are good. So yes, we've got performance mode, which is 60 FPS, 1080p, and dynamic shadows. Okay, I did not realize that. And then we've got a balanced mode. Not sure what the difference is. It literally just says higher resolution here. And then we've got quality mode, which is again also at 60 FPS, but the shadows are static. And you've got screen space shadows. And then you got ultra quality, 30 FPS. And dynamic shadows. Okay. Yeah, so then this is static shadows is like the main compromise you're doing here for 4K 60. You know, if I was playing this on my own, I would probably go possibly for that quality mode or maybe balanced, but we are literally streaming in like 1080p today. So, I mean, I won't get to see the experience, but if we do 1080p, we can expect rock solid performance here. Maybe we'll even like switch out the modes throughout our gameplay here today and just see like if we can see a noticeable difference. But this 1080p mode for you guys on stream will be the best one here. Because we're streaming in 1080p anyways, so you should have all the frames and the eye candy at that resolution. Okay, yeah, so apparently you have tilt control options. You can choose how strong you want the HD rumble. All well and good. We're not gonna tweak that just now. Show tags, show the map, stuff like that. Okay, all pretty standard settings. But it's nice that we have so many graphical options here. Alright. Oh yeah, one sec. I will lower the audio a little bit, because we had it much louder last time. For Welcome Tour, people asked for the audio to be raised. Alright, so we've got superhero mode, time attack, the jukebox is just to listen to the music. Apparently you gotta buy the music with in-game currency. Some of them are really expensive, wow. And we've got multiplayer, which is just split screen and via game share. But I think the game share also includes like online game share as far as I know. So not too bad. Fusion shop, okay. So there's a lot of stuff we can buy. But let's just do championship, because I assume that's the main thing we're supposed to do. Subsonic, the novice championship, that is us. We're not particularly good at this. We've literally never played it. But let's go this one, Mercium? Mercium? I don't know. We've got 3 stages in each of the track, the cups, I guess. So there we go. These are all pretty tricky names to say, I guess. But there we go. We've got the forest and these other ones. So let's just go in. And okay, this one doesn't boost very much. and this one's just really fast. Let's go with this default one here. The other ones are like, if you know what you're doing, you'll get more out of it probably. This seems like a good starter vehicle. So get a boost when your vehicle... Okay, I can't even read that. The load times are so quick on Nintendo Switch 2. What can I say? Alright. Here we go. Should have looked at the controls. It's not even telling me the controls. I thought it would kind of train me a little bit. But yes, you accelerate with A, you switch phase with X, boost with R, lean right, lean left. I didn't even know that was a thing. And you can change the view as well. Okay. So we can jump. Okay, you jump really high. And you can switch the phase. And once you unlock some boosts, you can get some boosts. Okay. So yeah, we should boost because we're... is there 10 places? I don't know. So switching the phase is because there's this like whole 2-color thing. And you gotta match the boost pads. Okay. Whoa, man. Oh! Okay. We crashed out. We crashed in the stage there. So jump at your own peril. Oh my god, what is this? A spike ball? Many spike balls? Oh, we're getting destroyed. What? Okay, okay, okay. No pressure, we're just 10th place, no big deal. I mean, you pretty much gotta use the boost if you want to get anywhere. I think the color that you pick might be important against other cars. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, we're in 6th place. Oh, I realized the boost, you can't actually hold the boost. Like, I thought it holds the boost, but no, you can do the boost multiple times. You just gotta check your boost meter, and we're all out, unfortunately. So what happens? Okay, if I'm the same color, I spin out. I think if I'm the opposite color as the cars, oh my god. They might spin out? I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works. Oh my god. Oh, get that boost. Get that boost. It's pretty good. Oh, that was close, man. Oh, we got hit. Luckily, we had the boost right away to save us there. And we've got a lot of boost. Oh. Oh no, well I jumped over it, so we're not getting any speed boosts, unfortunately. Because I was playing stupid. Okay, looks like the boost meter is shared. It's not like if there's a boost meter for each color here. Is this the last lap? Okay, no, the last lap is now. So we are doing better. We started off really rough. But now it's going alright. Okay. We need as much of that as we can get. Get the boosts. 2nd place. How far away are we from 1st? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, 1st place has a good lead, it seems like. Oh god, oh god. That was close. That was too close for my liking. Oh Jesus. Oh man, oh man. We're not playing this very safe, are we? Okay, well we did it again. Just crashing out like that. Oh my god. I'm just gonna keep on doing that, apparently. To the point where we are pretty far back. Okay, more boost, please. Oh, that was close with the blade. Well, we're not getting first, I think. But second is pretty good. What? Oh, that was third place. I wasn't paying attention, apparently. I thought we were back in second. But that's alright. Yeah, Matt's game looks good. Sound is also good. Perfect. Been editing for the Lits quite a lot. Third video done. Heck yeah. It's the big Switch 2 month, so gotta make them videos to pay for my monitor. Yeah. Forgot to say these games are not easy. Yeah, of course they're not easy. And this is like the intro cup and whatever. But that's totally fine. So these are just CPUs, but I guess they give them kind of like username sounding names here. Not too bad. Look at how fast it loads to the next one. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think I completely forgot to say in the intro here, we got the most crazy Splatoon news this morning. Literally a brand new Splatoon game for Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo's just like on absolute fire. Like less than a week after the Switch 2 is launched, they've got a new announcement, which clearly they were saving, just keeping up their sleeve for a cool moment to keep the Switch 2 hype going, essentially. Uh-oh. We should have jumped there. Okay. Well, we've got pretty high boost potential. I think I just need to be boosting more. This is what this game is all about. Don't just use the boost sparingly. Oh, you could have gone to the right, I believe, if you jumped there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's get some more boost. Oh, you can jump over that. Awesome. Okay, switch them colors. Oh, that was another jump opportunity, unfortunately. Of course, once you know the tracks better, I suppose, that definitely helps. Okay, get the boost pad. But yeah, coming in hot with a new Splatoon game. A spin-off, no less. I'm honestly really excited, practically more than if it was like Splatoon 4, because the Splatoon universe is just so awesome, and it's cool to be getting a spin-off about it. Because let's be real, Splatoon 1, 2, and 3, they're pretty similar. They're at the core, it's just the same online game. Nothing has really changed other than the lore. So, you know, having a game that seems to be very story-driven, as its pretty much sole main focus, is pretty exciting. Oh no, oh no. Oh man, I missed the boost as well. This is not going great for me. I mean, I guess we're still in second, so it's not too bad. How bad can it really be? Final lap? Okay, can we end up in first? This is our challenge for this time. We gotta see if we can do it. But yeah, just dropping that random Nintendo Today and Twitter announcement for a new Splatoon spin-off is pretty wild. And also the other thing, they announced that we're getting a Switch 2 upgrade for Splatoon 3 in literally just 2 days, which to me is very exciting because it also makes me wonder, you know, if they're just keeping up a lot of Switch 2 upgrades up their sleeve. It would be really cool because it's not even a week past launch, right? And they could have just mentioned Splatoon 3 had an update with all the other ones that had updates. But no, they kept it back. So it makes you wonder, it would be really cool if we get like a Switch 2 update to like Switch 1 games every week for the foreseeable future. That would be pretty dope. There we go, we did it. We did better this time around. Managed to get first. Yeah, Matt says, hope there's still a direct happening soon. Yeah, that definitely sort of lowers the chances of a direct happening, I suppose. But then again, you know, the direct would have mostly been... Like, Nintendo's probably revealed most of their stuff for this year. So if they have a direct, it would have mostly been to announce, like, actual release dates for games we already know about. And, you know, they would have also probably had, you know, like, mostly the rest would be third-party stuff. So I've heard people point out, well, maybe they'll have a partnered showcase. Oof, I hit the tree trying to jump up there for the extra boosts. That's rough. Okay, you jump really high. Like, just really, really high. So they could maybe do a partner showcase or something. Since that's probably honestly what I'm most excited about, is seeing the next little batch of third-party games that we would get on Switch 2. Okay, look at that. It's really high speed. I should have jumped. Look at all those boosts that I missed. But let's go in the water. Okay, they clearly... I guess you could probably boost while jumping, and that's why they managed to jump further, I suppose. Okay, oh come on. Yeah, you gotta fight other racers for that stuff too, which is pretty cool. Okay. It's not a good sign when you're not boosting in this game. Oh, I didn't even get those? And then I get spun out at the start here? Okay. Oh no, why am I jumping? Why am I doing stupid things like that? And I missed those. And I also landed outside the track. By the way, hey Retro Room, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome to the stream. Trying out Fast Fusion. Did you get a chance to try out Fast Fusion? Okay, let's get some boost. We're doing all right. How far ahead is whoever's in first place, though? I do not know. Okay, this is a really long jump when you boost before the jump. Oh my god. Okay. Gotta get some more boost. I don't know if we can catch up to first. Well, we are almost here. Okay, he just stopped, or I guess he got hit. That's why he literally stopped, or it looked like he literally stopped. Okay, can't get any boost today, unfortunately. Alright. Well, we managed to be first twice. Oh, wait, no! I'm so stupid, I thought we were done. I literally stopped. What? What am I doing? How did I mess up this bad? Oh my god. Okay, seriously, what was that, man? That was a huge fumble on my part. Okay, I gotta get these. We desperately need them at this point after my really stupid mistake. Oh my god. Let's not crash out on the rocks there. Yes, let's get all those boosts. We're fully boosted, man. Okay. We missed all the orbs. How worried should I be about that? I don't know. Oh my god. Well. Oh no, oh no, oh no you don't. Don't do that. Oh no! He's gonna win! He's gonna win! Oh my god! Oh, look at that! We just skipped him past the finish line. That is pretty good. Retro Rooms is, how much is this game? It's literally just 15 American dollars. Yeah, it's really good. You know, Shinen has kind of been replicating that same business strategy where they had a fast game like this at the launch of the Nintendo Switch, and I guess they decided they were gonna do that again. It's actually cheaper than the one on Nintendo Switch, ironically. They're going by that philosophy that people are gonna pick up fast to check out the graphics that Switch 2 can offer at launch for a cheap price, a nice little arcade racer. And honestly, it's a pretty good gamble, because let's be real, I don't know if I would get this if it wasn't launch and it wasn't this price. But, you know, all the way back in the Wii, I still had fun with this series. I enjoyed it. It's a nice little series. So yeah. So we managed to come in first place overall. Pretty good. I mean, we had third place on the first race, and then we managed to be first on all the other ones. So not too bad. Retro Rooms is cool, I'll try this. Yeah, I think you can't go too wrong. It's a nice little graphical showcase. To be fair, like, you know, they've advertised it as a graphical showcase. I see people, like, freaking out about it because of the graphics, but I would say, like, it's good, but you can still tell it's, like, sort of an indie game, arguably, you know? Okay, we've got enough money for the next cup, so that's nice. Gotta actually, like, buy the cups. Whale Valley, Yamacrest, and Tempesta. Pretty cool. You know, like, obviously Cyberpunk is more impressive in a sense. So we had this one with pretty good acceleration, pretty good top speed. I'm a bit intrigued, right? Because this one is worse except for boosting. Which means... I don't know what it means, to be honest. But let's try this one, maybe. It's got better boost. Not as good as this one, but it's got... And the acceleration ain't as good. The acceleration on the Zebra was so good that we could usually catch up to other people. But this one has better top speed. So if we don't crash out as much, this one might be fun to try out. You know, like, the graphics are pretty good. Honestly, I would think that Switch 2 can do much better than this still, in a sense. You know, some of that graphic budget has to be scaled back, though, too, because this game is 4-player split screen, which, as console generations go by, it's definitely harder to do split screen games, because, you know, back in the day, I feel like maybe, like, RAM was more of an issue, but then nowadays, with games being so fancy, you know, the GPU budget of rendering a separate scene a second time is much higher than it used to be back on, like, the N64 or, like, stuff like that, or even the GameCube, or, like, the 360. So you don't see as many split-screen games nowadays for that reason, because you can't really have split-screen at the same graphical fidelity as you're used to for your single-player games. So yeah, clearly this game could look even better if they didn't have split screen, and also maybe if they had the budget for it, because it is a pretty small studio nonetheless that makes these games. But they need the tracks to work for 4 players. Okay. Not that it's bad, like, it's still pretty impressive. It's a nice showcase. And you certainly get... Did I really get punished for jumping too high? You know, it's a pretty good showcase. You get 4K at 60, which of course Cyberpunk isn't doing anytime soon. But Cyberpunk is impressive in its own right, you know? Just for having a pretty big, detailed open world that runs well on Switch 2, even though it's still just like 40 FPS. Then again, I'm pretty sure the quality mode on PS5 is just 30, so I mean, it ain't too bad. Only PS5 performance mode actually beats it. We've got no boost right now. We're in 4th. And there's one more lap after this one. Okay, we keep on missing all the boosts here. What can I say? We don't really know where they are ahead of time. Okay. Final lap, here we go. Yeah, so there is more jumping opportunities. Oh, come on, man. That's rude. Gonna boost to get back at you. Okay. How much boost do we have left? I'm not too sure. Not too much. Okay, we're still in 3rd place, so not great. Not too great. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. This is not good. It's hard to figure out the height of your jump. Interestingly, when you crash out, it seems like you just get a free, like, full boost, which is a bit surprising. Oh my god. I'm getting hit left and right. I just wanted to get some boost coins or whatever. Oh, I was a bit late to the party as well. Okay. No pressure. We just did really poorly. Did we get 7th? Yes, we managed to pass the one guy. But that's still really rough. I still don't know how many racers. There's 10 racers in each race. So that's pretty rough overall there. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we're having good fun with this one so far. Let's see. Yeah, we just pop out of the ground. Why not? Oh, okay. So I guess there is a special starting boost you can get. Because this time I got a penalty for holding the A button. It's not inherently obvious that there was a starting boost. So now I gotta figure out how to get the starting boost, is the better question. But yeah, this is pretty glorious. A nice 60 FPS racing game like that. Granted, like, Fast RMX on the Switch was, of course, 60 FPS as well. Just the graphics were not as impressive. And then again, they were trying to market the Switch 1's graphics with that game before as well, so pretty much it's just higher fidelity than what was possible on the Switch. Okay, okay. Let's go here. I love the soundtrack here. This is the one they were using in the trailer for the game as well. So it makes sense that they were. Really cool soundtrack. Oof. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you protect yourself from other racers. Okay, here we go. Can we do any better? Well, let's do this. Let's go here. Oh my god, no! Oof. You gotta wait until you go all the way at the bottom too to recover. But you get a free full boost, as I said, which is pretty surprising. Okay, there was something here. Oh, okay, we missed the shortcut. but it was worth trying out just for the fun of it. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of like optional, more challenging track diversions that you can take there. So that's fun. A little late to that one. Okay. Can we turn this back in our favor? Hopefully? Maybe you gotta protect yourself from other players by being the one to boost when you're close. Okay, we've got full boosts. Oh my god. I knew that was gonna happen, but I don't know how to really prevent it, is the thing. Well, we're still 6th place. 5th, I guess. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Hitting the side of the geometry is not a good way to go. Oh my god, oh, okay, you can really turn in midair, dude. That's crazy. Not really sure what the perk of going all that way was, to be honest. That just seems slower, but maybe not, maybe it's faster. Who even knows at this point? Okay, let's get that boost. And what do we have here? Someone playing Splatoon 2? I've never seen that for a while. Oh my god, I missed the boost. Okay. You know, I would be happy if we finish 4th at this point. It's not looking like it's gonna happen. Okay, okay, we're gonna crash out. Yep, we got 5th. Not great. Hey, Retro Room says I just got the game. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Is there? I don't think there's multiplayer though. But yeah, it's a good game. There's obviously local multiplayer. It would be nice if they add online. As I said, it's a small team. Maybe it's like a hassle to manage online. But I'm not sure. Maybe Fast RMX did have online. Not entirely sure. But looking pretty good. Yeah, so I don't know. What do people think of Splatoon Raiders? It's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. We don't know much about it. It's probably either the holiday game or coming next year. Oh, I got the boost. Okay. It's interesting because there's no, like, visual feedback to what you're doing, but I just sort of did it like Mario Kart. Held the A button down when the 2 comes up. Seemingly that kind of did it. Okay, there's a lot of boost pads up there. It's kind of interesting. It's hard to see with the bad weather here. But nice, like, risk versus reward stuff. Oh my god. A straight up tornado. And everybody's just getting destroyed by them. I don't know if you want to go in the tornado or not. It's not super clear if it's good or not, honestly. Oh, I missed all those boosts. That's rough. Oh, we almost got sucked up by the tornado. Oh no. Oh no. Well, it doesn't seem to do too much damage, honestly. It's just kind of cool to get sucked up by the tornado. Okay, let's get those. Nice. Oh, well, we still hit the side, unfortunately. I guess we'll be happy of the free boost that they give you for spinning out. It's really weird and surprising that they do. But I guess they consider the penalty of falling to be too harsh or whatever. Okay. Yeah, there's some good, like, HD rumble. Oh, what even happened there, man? There's some good HD rumble when you come close to those tornadoes. Alright, you can really feel the wind. The HD rumble, I don't know, it's hard to say if it feels like just classic rumble or not, but I will choose to say it kind of feels like a ton of wind on your car. Which is pretty accurate, you know? That's what it should feel like. Okay, can we do any better this time at getting these boosts? The answer is yes, we were able to do quite good this time around. Okay, okay, okay. Let's not spin out of control. Oh, is that what I was missing before with the jumps? You can, like, angle yourself down and, like, seemingly control the height a little bit more. So we're on the last lap. No pressure. We're definitely not gonna, like, win this cup, man. But we could get third. And we will get third, it looks like. And that's pretty alright by me. Clearly with our previous, like, 7th place, though, we're not gonna finish this cup in the top 3. Matt says, I'll replay Fast RMX first, then I'll get this game. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Then you can kind of compare how it got upgraded over the years. And you're gonna make videos on Fast RMX. Not a bad idea. So clearly you had it before, whereas I never got it. Did Fast RMX have online in any way? By the way, so as I said, this one does not have online, but they did say that essentially, like, they will at least have updates for 120 FPS soon. I don't know if they're gonna add more stuff to it as well. They could. They might. Okay, so the best time is for, like, all 3 races overall. We don't have enough money for this. And we gotta win all in 3rd place or better. So we gotta redo this one. If we redo this one, I feel like we should try to go for the 4K mode. Of course, it won't be in 4K for you guys, but so it seems like, I don't know, it seems like the balance mode at 1440p might be the same as this one. Like, you have the dynamic shadows. The only difference is, of course, it can't do it in 4K, so now it's, like, downscaled to 30 FPS. Let's try quality. I want to see, because we're redoing the same maps, so it'll be an easy comparison. Whether it looks better in 4K with static shadows, or not, you know? Let's do that. Of course, you won't see the 4K difference, but if there's, like, downgrades to the track because of being in 4K, we shall see. And let's try this car, which is mostly all about boosting. It has better boost and sort of bad acceleration, so we'll see what we can get. This one looks cool. I'll give him that. Okay. Okay. So maybe you can, yeah, you can kind of control the jumps by going up and down on the joysticks. So, supposedly this car's all about boosting. So, we're gonna try to boost as much as we can. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of boosts stacked up, that's for sure. We're doing pretty okay at collecting them so far. We're actually finally all out of boost. Yeah, so I think you can sort of control your jump a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, I don't want to spin out, guys. Oh, that was stupid of me. I knew I did it late, but I still proceeded. Okay. You know, getting other people out is not a bad idea, I suppose. Oof. Okay, yeah, you can just outright miss the jump there, apparently. Let's go and just get rid of other people. Oh, he had like a shield. Wait, is there more controls to this? Oh, you can lean. What does the lean do? Oh, you can literally, it's like a side swipe, literally. Oh my god. I mean, it is useful, I suppose. Feels like a more advanced mechanic in the sense that you need to be really good at this game to even think about using it. But of course it's gonna help in like tight turns and stuff. So like I could try the lean thing right now. I don't know, yeah. You could consider it somewhat like drifting, I suppose. Okay. Here we go. 5th place. We're not doing so good anymore. We're really not. Okay, well the leaning is kind of helping to target the corners pretty tightly. And I keep on doing that. Not worth the risk, man. We're not good enough yet. Okay, final lap. We're still in 5th because we're being stupid. Oh my god. Crazy jump right there. We didn't get any boosts for that. Oh, why didn't we get any boosts? We just collected coins and didn't get boosts for some reason. Okay, yeah, we're not doing so hot again this time. But yeah, by the way, yes, it is in 4K. Is it any better? It's hard to say. It says it's like static shadows rather than dynamic. To be honest, you probably can't tell the difference. Because this game is so fast-paced, like, does it matter if it's dynamic shadows? I don't think so. The resolution is obviously higher now. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the 4K mode is the way to go. Oh god. Did we? Yeah, we managed to pass him right at the end there. By almost no lead. Probably just the end of my card there. Okay. So we gotta do really good on these next races if we want to actually survive. Let's see. We're just gonna get that boost, heck yeah. And this is definitely one of the best tracks of music we've heard so far. I really love it. Okay, literally all the people in first are just stealing all the boosts, which is not good. It kind of makes it easier. Unlike Mario Kart, you know, the style of this game makes it easier for people to like preserve their lead in a sense. Because it's like the first to getting all the boosts. Okay. Well, we are doing okay on this one so far. I would say so. Oh, come on, no! That was kind of annoying. Just getting slowed down by everyone else. Okay. We are fully boosted. So can we do good with all of these boosts, is the question. Nice. We got him to spin out. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing to crash into other people to slow them down. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, we're in second. It's looking pretty alright for us for once. Okay, well, we didn't get any of that. Oh well. That's just me for being bad. Oh, almost just pushed off the edge right there. That would have been devastating. We're not on the last lap though, so we've got a chance at possibly keeping a really good lead. Okay, final lap, here we go. Lock in, guys. Yeah, you actually have a lot of control in the air. Alright, well, we're in first. As I said, when you're in first, you get the advantage of just kind of getting all the boosts just uninterrupted. So let's try to do that. Let's just get as many boosts as we can. Hopefully we can do half decent. We just gotta maintain the lead right now. Nope. Oh my god, no, really? Is it because the jump slows me down? I guess I have a car that's mostly based on boosting. Like, the top speed is all, like they said, it's not the best. So I guess in a straight line when I'm out of boosts, I'm gonna have a hard time. Can't believe they're gonna steal the victory like that. We can't let them do that. Well, we got second, but still, we were robbed of that just because I think just because our race, or I don't know, our ship, I guess. It's not a car. I guess our ship isn't top speed enough for that. Hey Astro, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So I just existed? Indeed. You now exist in the stream now. Retro says I have to go, but I'll be back. Alright, well, thanks for dropping by, and maybe I'll see you later on in the stream. We're probably gonna shift to some GameCube games in not too long from now. And we'll see how those go. I'm excited. We're probably gonna kick things off there with F-Zero GX, because it's there's similarities, so we can have fun kind of comparing them. I've never actually played an F-Zero game other than, I guess, technically F-Zero 99 a little bit. Not a lot of it, but... Okay, here we go! Okay, that's good. That's good. Getting some boosts right off the bat. That's always gonna be useful. Okay, well, we're out of boost, unfortunately. Honestly, it might be worth keeping the boosts for ramming into cars, because not only do you go faster, but you're also hindering your opponents. Okay, okay. Yeah, gotta lean left. And okay, he crashed out. So it's going good for us in that sense. Oh boy. Double tornado. Somehow that seemed to practically help me. And we're still in third, which is an alright position to be in. Oh, we almost fell off the road. Okay, okay. There should be a boost here. Yep. We will gladly take that. Thank you very much. Okay, we're pretty much out of boost now. So he spun out. It did not really impact him more than me. It's just good to keep track of that, I suppose. It's maybe even beneficial, who even knows at this point. I guess you just lose control, but if it's in a straight line, it doesn't matter very much, does it? Okay, gotta get that boost. So he's gone on top. And we're still third, unfortunately. See, it is good to boost into people, because it spins him out. Okay, so let's get more orbs, and let's try to spin out first place. There we go. That's the strategy. That's the winning strategy right there. You gotta be aggressive and also knock out your opponents. Not just boost. Okay, well, we've got no boost. And as I said, this car is all about boosting. So that's always scary. Last time they stole first place from me like that. But there we go. We managed first place. It worked out pretty okay in the end. Was that? I believe that's the last of those 3 races. So pretty good overall. And honestly, yeah, the 4K mode, it says it's static shadows. And also the reflections might be more basic, but I don't really notice it. I'm just happy it's in 4K. And if you want the dynamic shadows, you can also just go for 1440p. Oh, look at that. We actually managed to get first overall, which is pretty good. That's what we need if we want to unlock more tracks and stuff like that. We got a good amount of money. We're gonna need that if we want to unlock the next championship. Or I guess technically this championship right here. Our gym. Okay. Let's just buy it. And I mean, this looks pretty cool. But how are we doing for time here? We're actually exactly at the 1 hour mark. So what do we have in the Fusion shop right here? We can buy new cars. Does this one? So this one has, you know, pretty good acceleration. This new one is just like seemingly objectively better. Like better top speed, better acceleration. So we might want to buy that one. So let's just buy it with the funds that we have. And apparently you can start a fusion. I'm not sure what that does. You gotta pay for it. You do have to pay for it, okay. But it's not all that much money. Oh, I guess it is, because there's like ranks and stuff. So what, do you like own the cars? Is that why you pay for fusions? So like even if I make a fusion it's just like a permanent thing that I own or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like vehicles are the only thing you can buy. Vehicles and like actually unlocking the championship cups. If you do multiplayer, as we said, there's split screen and there's game share, which I believe also includes online game share. I don't know what superhero mode is. We've got time attack as well that we can do. Only on the cups that we actually have. And you beat the developer's time. So I guess if you beat their time, yeah, you'll get some money. Do you think this is actually their times? Like their best times? I don't know. It's probably some like carefully selected time to feel fair, if I had to guess. And you can like spend a lot of money on like music. Sorry, which one was the one that I liked? I was saying that because we're gonna test out just buying something. Yeah, Yama Crest is the one that has the good music. How much does that cost? Okay, not more than any of the other ones. So let's do that. Let's buy it just for the sake of testing out the systems here. So you can just listen to the whole song in the game pretty much. Nothing too crazy. And then, yeah, these ones, 2017, these are from Fast RMX. 2015 would be Fast Racing Neo. And then 2011... Oh, is one of the songs literally called 40 megabytes are enough? I guess. Because, yeah, like, literally you could only have 40 megabytes for WiiWare games, which was pretty impressive that people were able to do stuff like that. I feel like these names, they probably named them retroactively, though. Fast Racing Neo, Fast RMX, and now Fast Fusion, of course. Unfortunately, the jukebox does not keep playing the songs when you're in the menu. That would be kind of nice. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Let's just do like one of, well, what is superhero mode? Okay, superhero mode is finish first, do not crash. Jumping decreases boost energy. Okay. That's interesting. Should we give that a try? So I guess you get the prize money just for winning. You gotta finish first. You gotta not crash, I guess, once. It's like a survival mode in a sense. And let's try out the new car. Of course, like, time trial modes is pretty much exactly what you would expect, so this is kind of interesting. Okay, so this one does have a shield. So what? Is it kind of like F-Zero in that sense? I saw someone having a shield last time, too, in a regular race. So maybe that's how you survive getting crashed, you know? You gotta keep some boost for a shield. So no pressure, we gotta finish first. Like, it's an absolute necessity. And we also cannot crash out once. Ho ho ho, look at that. That tree right there really went flying. Apparently jumping costs, like, boost energy. Yeah, these spike balls are gonna be rough. Because we can't crash out, like, once. I think I helped him, man. By crashing into him like that. I guess it is like F-Zero. If you go to 0, it starts like actually blinking. What happens if I use it all up though? So I just have no shield. And that's why it's saying, hey, don't do that. That's bad. Am I slower for it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm slower about it, but it certainly is probably good to keep some shield in this mode. Alright. Well, oh, we are actually in first. So we actually got a chance to beating this superhero mode then. Okay, just don't die to these things. That's probably the most important thing in this section right now. Whoa, what the heck? Where did they come from? I have no idea where they come from. Oh. Okay, so we crashed out. We were near the end there, but yeah. Essentially, you gotta survive the whole thing. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a survival mode. That's pretty neat. Nothing too crazy, you know, just a small diversion. And then, of course, we've got time attack, which we can probably very well guess exactly what it is. So anyways, this is all well and good. There's still a ton more we could do in this game. I'm having a bunch of fun, to be real. But this is a fast-paced stream here today. We've got a lot of games to try out, so we're gonna move on over to the GameCube games. So yeah, Fast Fusion overall, pretty good. Yeah, it's probably worth the money. It's probably definitely worth the money. It's a fun little interesting thing. What I've always been saying, though, is like, there's a lot of racing games. Everything seems to be a racing game for the Switch 2 launch. Of course, there's a bunch of third-party games that aren't, but I mean, like, yeah, there's a lot of racing stuff for launch. It's a little unbalanced. Mario Kart World, Fast Fusion, and F-Zero GX, that's like 3 racing games right there, 2 of which are actually very similar. But yes, we're gonna try out a Nintendo GameCube Nintendo Classics, kind of a clunky name there, repeating Nintendo twice. But we're gonna actually play with the wireless GameCube controller, and I didn't even have to pair it. I just turned it on and it actually mapped itself to the Switch, even though I never synced it, although I guess I did plug it in the Switch to charge, so maybe that acts as a sort of sync as well. But yeah, okay, I guess we're player 2, so we're gonna want to change the grip order, and there we go. We got ourselves the GameCube controller. Obviously feels very different. I'm used to having like a, you know, second-hand GameCube controller, and the sticks on this one are just so much tighter than they are on the GameCube controller that I had. Not that I play GameCube a lot, so, you know, it feels different inherently. But yeah, we are gonna go in the app. No more waiting. GameCube awaits. So let's just hop in. Apparently if you like hold, okay, I think I was too slow, but if you hold the joystick, you get a fun little mode like this, where you would get the intro for the GameCube. I don't know if it's purple here because I have the controller. Is that what happened? Since when is there like really weird like sounds? Maybe these are all just bonuses for having the controller. I'm not actually sure. But let's see what the settings are first of all. Also, what is play with everyone? Okay, so like you can connect more players, I guess. Yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Let's just go back though. I guess this is local multiplayer, because this is, well, I mean, I guess the SNES and NES ones did, but the Game Boy ones, they don't really have multiplayer. And then you can play online with friends, which is always pretty cool that they have online for these games. In terms of settings, we've got the CRT filter, Interestingly, they have a Mario Sunshine image, even though Mario Sunshine isn't even available yet. And yeah, so right now it's just showing both versions, European and North American, and it's gonna show the controls, which is fine because the app is new. So I suggest that we start with F-Zero GX for a bit of comparison, and then we'll do Soul Calibur very briefly. I'm not a fighting game guy, so I'm just gonna check it out probably like for 10-15 minutes, and then we'll finish off on Wind Waker, my beloved, the favorite. Finally able to play Wind Waker on here, although, you know, I've got a Wii U, so it's kind of sad that we don't get all the Wind Waker HD goodness, but still, pretty good nonetheless. And there's still the game details that you can obviously see here. This game also supports the widescreen mode, so we're gonna turn that on and stuff like that. Alright, here we are, F-Zero GX. You can suspend the game with ZL on the GameCube controller. That makes sense. Okay, there are 1,019 blocks of free space on the memory card in slot A. Okay, interesting. So it just has like a fake memory card for these games, I suppose. Maybe it just gives 1,000 blocks to each game. Not exactly sure how it works. Oh, 4 blocks, yeah. So let's do that. All right. Let's see. So we just gotta choose our name. I don't know how many letters are we allowed to have. Can we have enough? I think we can have just enough for, let's do it. Sorry, how do you go back? I guess I just press B. I love how dramatic the sounds are for this selection. Okay, we've got the perfect amount here of letters. There we go. Let's go. Oh, I guess there's capital letters and non-capital letters. Okay, I mean, fair enough. It's whatever, man. It's good. All right. And here we are, F-Zero GX. I did not realize that Sega was involved in making this Nintendo game. And you actually do have to press start pause. And what do we have here? So you can check controls for each title and change button mappings. So there are still suspend points, even though GameCube games are getting kind of fancy. And we can view the controls, which, yeah, is our controls specific to this game, which is pretty nice. Sorry, what is the display original buttons thing? Oh, okay, like if you want them to, I guess, have the colors. That's kind of random, but okay. Other controls. Okay, so they give like tips about the controls now, which is nice. They didn't do that before. You can even remap stuff, even if it's the GameCube controller. So that is pretty interesting. So like, for example, this button does 2 things. Sorry, what? I don't know what's working here, but... So button to change. I don't know. Let's just not set a button. And revert to default mapping to be safe. Oh, I think I actually swapped them around. Okay. Anyways, you can do some cool stuff. I would need to look into this more, and it would probably make more sense if I know the controls of the game I want to remap. But let's hop right in. F-Zero GX, here we come. And so of course, you know, you've got regular 4x3 mode, but if you go inside the games, so memory card, you can manage the game data from within the game. Screen mode, we've got widescreen, so we can use widescreen. And yeah, if that's pretty good. Let's save the changes, yes. See, now the issue though is with the widescreen. If you asked it to show the controls, which in this case are literally just the suspend menu, it's not really mapped properly to the screen. There's little like borders around the screen here. And that is probably not pixel perfect. So we should probably fix that. Let's go to the game selection. And let's disable those controls so we actually get a proper full screen experience here. Okay, it is gonna reboot. I wasn't sure, but it did. So that might be a bit annoying. Alright. I guess now, yeah, we got a proper full screen. I can't believe show controls are on by default in that sense. It just ruins the image. It's looking pretty glorious in full screen. So at least my settings were saved and everything. Alright. So of course we gotta just start off with Grand Prix, right? I don't know. I don't know anything about this game. Maybe this is not what you should do at all. But let's just go with the Ruby Cup. And, I mean, we gotta start with Captain Falcon, right? We just have to. Let's go inside and see what we can do. I don't know how bad I'll be at this. Certainly it can't be too much worse than Fast Fusion, which I had no experience with. Okay, difficulty 1 star, Mute City. That should be pretty good. Okay, you can balance stuff out. Oh, you can just tweak the acceleration versus max speed. I mean, that's kind of interesting. So instead of picking different cars, you can just tweak that for whatever car you want, I guess. Not exactly sure what the benefit is. I guess you get a little bit more max speed. Let's do it like this though, because we're a rookie. We need quicker acceleration. Yep, should be pretty good. You can change the color as well, okay. So we've got different costumes, but we're just gonna keep it regular. And hopefully that's all well and good. So yes, these games are upscaled. Well, not upscaled, they're quite literally rendered at higher resolutions. Is it 4K? Probably not. I assume it's just like 1080p. I actually do not know. I also don't know the controls. Okay, yeah. So I guess fast having cars come from below the track is the same thing in F-Zero. Of course the controls, they definitely feel much different. Also, can I see the controls? No, I can't, because this is a game from a different era. So we would have to like pause and check out the controls here. Okay, so slide machine right, slide machine left. Okay, so I guess I didn't realize that Fast Fusion is actually really similar to this in that sense. So you can do Z. Oh my god, this is confusing. Z or hold A? So, oh, you gotta hold A, and then you gotta do Z. And then you get to do a spin attack, essentially. So that sort of makes sense. You've got the brake for B. That makes sense as well. And then I don't know what the whole thing is with holding A, but there's a side attack as well. And the booster is with Y, so that's what we, I guess, need to know the most about, would be this booster. And you can also switch camera angles, similar to Fast Fusion. Okay, I think that makes sense. So let's just go back in. Do we have a boost meter? Oh, you do, but okay. It's like you gotta do a full lap first. Oh man. Oh man. I'm not used to the GameCube controller. But also, of course, these controls are more fidgety in general. Oh, already the final lap, hey? Okay. Okay. I can get behind that. Well, we're doing okay for the novice race, I suppose. Oh god. Okay, let's try to not explode on impact. There we go, look at that. We actually did okay for our first race somehow. We did A-okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. And there we go. It looks really nice though. Like, it's just sharp and crisp. It's nice that it's GameCube, but like, you know, at 1080p? I don't know what's the actual resolution. I'm skeptical that it's 4K, but I mean, why not? The Switch could probably do it. I don't know. So let's just proceed to the next race here. It is pretty good though. Casino Palace. Okay. So let's see how we do. Oh, you can literally tweak this for every race. That's kind of interesting. But let's see how we do with that. Okay, here we go. I messed up already. Okay, one sec. Okay. Perfect, here we go. So yeah, you can't boost in the first lap, it seems like. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. So now we can boost. Oh my god, and it's very chaotic. Holy heck. Stuff is chaotic when you don't know what you're doing in this game. Alright, oh my god, don't boost too much. I'm gonna spin out. I'm gonna spin out if I take too much damage. Oh yeah, there's like 30 racers in this game, wow. Oh my god, oh my god. Apparently these do not heal us, so yep. That was dangerous, oh my god. Retired. Yep, that's rough. So do we just have to retry this specific race? It looks like that's the case. I don't know if that's considered a good boost or whatever. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, it's so sensitive. It's crazy. I don't know why the controls are so sensitive in this game. Like, it's so fidgety. Probably because you're not supposed to use the joystick. I guess you can use... Yeah, you can use the shoulder pads. That's probably what you're meant to use, I guess. To maybe, like, turn in a straight line. I don't know. I don't really know. It might be what the intention is. Okay, no pressure. No pressure, final lap time. Yeah, maybe the shoulder buttons are the way to go, you know? When you just want to control in... Okay, I'm being really stupid. Just boosting way too much. Oh, man. Okay. Let's retry that again. See if we can do any better. Okay, so first lap, literally nothing happens. And the laps are pretty short in general. Oh god, time to get ready to boost. Get ready to boost! Oh my god. Yeah. Lot of controls to get the hang of in this game. Fast Fusion is more approachable in that sense. Uh-oh. Yeah, we could use some more energy. Is this the last lap? No, it's not. Now it's the last lap. Yeah, we're gonna need to conserve our energy if we don't want to die too badly. Oh, I should have gone left. Of course I should have gone left, man. Okay, we're so close to dying. Yep, I should not have done that. I was like, I'm gonna boost at the end, but then literally, like, just a small ship will completely destroy you. Okay, this is the last time I'm trying this. Okay, I'm gonna use the shoulder buttons more in the hopes that that's the best strategy to win. Oh god. It's just absolute chaos. So you definitely shouldn't go there on the first lap, is the opinion I gather. Yeah, we're like at the back of the pack, man. We're just way at the back. Okay, let's go left. We need the energy. Hopefully we can do half decent. Okay, okay, it's hard. Don't hit the wall. That's always bad. Oh, we could maybe do this. We have a shot. We have a shot at getting first, maybe. Yes! Somehow we got first. It felt like we were doing bad this whole time. But yeah. We did it. We did a thing. Hey, we got Ashe in chat saying, it says retired, but it looks like Captain Falcon literally blew up. Yeah, retired is the nice way to say he went into early retirement by literally exploding into a million pieces. He doesn't even get to enjoy his retirement. Okay. Nicely done. I guess let's just go to the next race here. I guess they know that this game is hard, because you can literally, like, just restart tracks in the same cup. Maybe that probably only happens if you straight up, like, spun out. Okay, let's do something like this. And we'll see what we can get out of it. The Sand Ocean. Heck yeah. 3 laps. So it looks like first lap is always no boost allowed. As I said, I've never played F-Zero before, so I do not know. I do not know the ways of this glorious game that people love so dearly. I got immediately retired. Literally the very first jump. Okay. I wonder if the load times were so fast on the GameCube, or if they're just faster now that they're on Switch 2. But I guess we were still in the era of games where load times were pretty much instant. Okay. It's kind of interesting that the first lap you can't even boost. Oh yeah, supposedly there's like a spin attack that we can do. Looks like you still can't do it. No, you can do it. I was gonna say you can't do it on the first lap, but no, you can totally do it. I'm not sure how to gain more speed here. Because on the first lap, you can't boost. So, oh my god, that was close. I almost got retired again. You can do the spin attack thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa, you can literally like accidentally completely turn like 90 degrees to the track. Did not realize that. Oh, and yeah, if you use the shoulder buttons on tight turns, that certainly helps. I'm almost dead now though, so that's not good. That's not good. Oh, it just keeps on getting worse. Okay, okay, let's just try not to die, I guess. At this point, that's all we can hope for. Oh, that was close. We almost fell off again. Okay, well, we're back. We're back in the race. We're not even that far from first. Okay. We're really not that far. So we'll have to see what we can do. Oh man. Okay, 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 okay. Whoa, we managed to make it second. Matt says, damn, Fast Fusion looking different. Indeed. Now, we're playing GameCube games today as well, and I thought we should start with F-Zero, because we can do, it's kind of like a fun little direct comparison, I guess. Okay. It's saying you're going at 1,400 kilometers. I don't believe it. It doesn't look like that, man. But pretty good. How many races are left? I guess we'll go to the next one. Do we have to do all of them at once? I do not know. But let's try to do the lightning loop. And let's see, how are we doing for time? Not too bad, I think. This one looks really cool. If you don't look at it too closely, it could almost be in like a modern game. Look at the effects in the sky. Looks pretty nice. Okay, here we go. Boost away. We're getting a little better at this, but of course it's still pretty tough. Oh, we missed that. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, it actually makes use of the analog triggers too. So if you hit... Oh my god. If you hit them halfway... Oh yeah, and there's there's actually a lot of camera controls here, man. This feels like the classic look. Oh, there's a first-person mode. I did not realize there were so many camera controls here in F-Zero. And yes, the analog triggers are actually used. I'm aware we're in last. We're doing bad as we test out all this stuff. But yeah, actually making good use of analog triggers. That's pretty good. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's not going well for me. Let's try to not die completely. Oh, I missed the side. Oh no. And then I flipped to the other side when I actually needed that energy. Oh, I really need to be careful here. We'll just try to make it to the finish line. That's all I care about at this point. We don't want early retirement. Okay, I mean, we're making our way through the pack here. In, you know, 29th place. Also, I thought this was the last lap, so I used my boost. Now we're, like, very much at risk of dying. How are we not dead yet? I do not know. Oh. Okay, we got the good side. We got the good side. We've got a small shot at this now. Okay, I don't know how much time is left here. Hopefully we don't crash out at the very end. Oh my god. There we go. I don't think the boost helped me. 5th place, but we did it, so that's something. We at least didn't retire. So we're still in the top 6, which I guess is not bad when there's like 30 racers. And I guess what? We are... No, those are the rankings for this race. Yeah, we're still first overall, and by, I don't know, like an okay amount of points. So I guess we should be able to do this cup and get a pretty good overall result here. Let's go for Aeropolis. The difficulty is pretty hard on this one, apparently. Yeah, let's just, whatever, balance it out. It's gonna average out. Yeah, Matt says Wipeout is similar, but in my opinion better is the PlayStation F-Zero. I mean, it's more modern. Isn't Wipeout like pretty similar to Fast in a sense? Fast kind of just takes inspiration from both. Alright. Alright, hopefully we can do something. Oh my god. This track is very scary. That's why we're already in last place. Oh, you gotta, like, sharp turns. Man, okay. Not used to having... Oh my god, yes, very sharp turns. You gotta use the triggers and the joystick if you want to survive. Oh my god! Oh my god! Literally, what is going on? The Mario Kart version of this is certainly much easier. Okay. Okay. I mean, hey, we're not doing so bad. We're in the top 10. Which is interesting. But yeah, it's actually genuinely interesting to me to learn that this game, like the first lap, you can never boost. It's an interesting concept. Okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool indeed. Oh my god, this was not a time to boost, folks. Okay, okay. We're gonna need a heal. Let's get that boost. Get that boost power. 9th place. That's alright. No big deal. We still got this. And just like that, we are in first. Oh no! Man, things turn around so quickly there. From first to dead, apparently. Okay. So that was not so good. Oh man. Yeah, apparently we can do like attacks or whatever. Okay, we've got this turn pretty good, honestly. We're getting slowly better at this game. Which isn't saying a lot, because we're playing novice difficulty and we're struggling for our dear life. But still, it could be going worse. It was going worse at the start, in fact. Let's try not to hit dirt. Okay, oh, I missed that one, unfortunately. And I missed that boost. And don't get hit by those things. Now we know they're very dangerous. Boost time! Okay, 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 okay. Maybe don't boost right away. Maybe we're not good enough for that yet. I mean, we're in second, so clearly it ain't going too bad. Oh, oh my god, no! I completely misinterpreted the track there. Oh god, oh god. Oh god. 6th place, not bad, not bad. Let's try to not get retired early though. Is this the last lap? No, it's not. So let's play it safe. Okay, you know what? We're doing alright. We're doing pretty okay. Third place. Yep, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, and we've got a good amount of boost left. That's nice. That's what we want to see. Okay, let's just get these. And hopefully we can do okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. No, 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 no. No, you don't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We took some serious damage. No, 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 no. Oh, did we get second in the end? I think we did. Whew, not bad. You know, I think we probably managed to miraculously win this cup. After getting retired many times in the first race, though, and having to redo that one for a long time. Not bad. You know, I'm starting to like this game. Not gonna lie, the first time you play it, the first few races, it's pretty tough. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, of course, this gets pretty fun. Of course, Fast Fusion, a bit more modern, a bit more approachable. Obviously, the skill ceiling is higher for this one, which can, of course, be very exciting in its own right. Alright, so we managed to do a Grand Prix and actually end up in first. So that's pretty nice. Okay, it's just giving it for each track, apparently. Second in that track, not too bad. We got one in 5th, though. Yeah, this one. But not too bad overall. We managed to do okay. Hey, hey, Amos. How are you doing? I arrive once again Told you I'd check in more often. Hey! How are you doing? Anything cool happened since yesterday? But yeah, GameCube games. You probably played more GameCube than I did, because you're a little bit older. I mean, I would probably be the age to have a GameCube if I had, like, older siblings who had GameCubes or whatever. But I mostly just played the Wii back growing up. But I have a feeling you probably actually played more GameCube. That, or you were just a PlayStation 2 kid. Okay, so nice little fun cutscene. Isn't there supposed to be like a story mode? Maybe this is what's happening here.
From the special F-Zero GP venue,
we're just gonna listen to this.
An interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
Yeah, the cutscenes were definitely more static. Select a question. Why do I ask the question about myself? Why did I become a racer?
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
I was born to be an F-Zero racer.
Thanks for your words of enthusiasm, champion. That's it, everyone.
Wow, what a good answer. Why were you a racer? I was a racer. I'm a racer. Okay, sure.
F-Zero TV.
See you next time.
Thanks for playing.
Ah, yeah, we just beat the game. Crazy, dude. Just like that, in 20 minutes, we're just that good. 15 tickets. Yeah, I have no idea what the structure of this game is. New parts have just arrived. Rapid Barrel, you can purchase it in the shop. And it is saving, so that's good. So yeah, I mean, we got Grand Prix, which I figured was the story. Oh, I guess no, I guess we should have done the literal story, which said it's the story, but I'm stupid and I didn't really see that. But it doesn't matter. If you want to try the story for yourself, guess you're gonna have to boot up the GameCube, or get a Switch 2. But yes, what are you saying? Amos says, just finished the first stream in 700 years. Started Deltarune Chapter 3, felt super nice to be back. Are you doing that on YouTube or on Twitch? Man, I need to check that out. Unfortunately, never had a GameCube, but had a childhood friend who had it. But yeah, first real console I got was PS2. Ah, that makes sense. There was only two real options here, so I couldn't be too wrong by saying you either had a GameCube or a PS2. AI type answer from Falcon. Yeah, that was really funny. Can you switch the controls? That's what I'm wondering. You can calibrate it. Just the calibration. Interesting. So instead of like system-wide calibration, it's and you can just turn the rumble on or off. Okay. I mean, it does rumble, and of course the GameCube controller for Nintendo Switch Online, it has the same rumble feel as before, just the regular rumble, not like HD rumble or anything like that. Customize the controller, press A on the controller. So you could customize the controls even back then? Adjust the center of gravity. I'm mostly just wondering. I don't know what you can do here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's weird, but sure, okay, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Some really wacky stuff. You can steer with Y and X if you want, I guess. So let's just go back, and I believe that you should just be able to exit this GameCube game, and it should save by default, right? So I don't think we need like a suspend point. I could be wrong, but I don't care, we're not too far in the game, so we can just go here. will reset game erase the save data? I don't know. I don't know how these things work. But I assume that this should save it. And now we're going to try SOULCALIBUR, which I have also never played. But I'm also particularly bad at fighting games, so we're going to give this like a solid 10 minutes just to say we tried it out here. Yeah, Amos says on Twitch, thought I'd keep music stuff on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram for lifestyle, and keep gaming streams on Twitch. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't watch Twitch a lot, so that's obviously why I wouldn't be aware. I need to pull up that Twitch app and actually open it. I believe, because I don't get like notifications. Do I? I don't know. Okay, so there's a nice pre-rendered cutscene from the 2000s era. Hey, look at that. I totally did get your notification for Twitch. We're so back. Indeed we are. But that's fair to keep the music on YouTube because it's probably like a pretty big clash to mix and match both. Yes, we are so back indeed. And you enabled something on Discord as well. Maybe I got that too. I don't know. Possibly? Well, I guess you don't have a server anymore, do you? It got nuked out of existence. Oh, because of Discord. Heck yeah. So we were like streaming at the same time, really. This is a cool cutscene. I mean, that's what you need for fighting games. Yeah, deleted the Dude Men server, but the streamer mode thing sure worked well anyway. Ah, yes. Wait, so how does the streamer mode thing work? Does it actually, like, notify people? I didn't know about that. Other than, like, obviously it might say what stream you're doing, possibly. But yeah, this is a pretty cool cutscene indeed. I don't know how long this lasts. This is just like a Smash Bros. Ultimate type movie right here. But yeah, what are you thinking of Deltarune? I've never even played Undertale yet, so, you know, I can't just dive into Deltarune, but I'm curious, what are your thoughts on it? It's been kind of interesting seeing that they have a, I guess, episodic kind of release for it, which obviously very different from Undertale.
SOULCALIBUR II.
All right, SOULCALIBUR II it is. Oh, this is, that was a demo because I pressed A and not start, and it's actually the era where that mattered. So again, this game also supports widescreen, but you have to turn it on and like just manually. Did that just stretch the text? I think it might just be a stretch. I think it is. Is it? Am I crazy? All the demos here in the text, I think it just stretches them. That, or it just makes it a bit bigger. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. But let's go widescreen. Because this was the very start of widescreen, so of course not all the games have it. Probably not that many games in the grand scheme of things. And... okay, what does... and like probably... okay, you can adjust the in-game display, I see. How do I exit? I guess I just press A again. You can control brightness. It should be fine by default. Of course, there's a good amount of settings here. There definitely is. We're not going to go into that just yet. We are just going to play, I guess, arcade. Because that'll be the main thing. And since I don't know anything about this game, let's go as Link and see what we can do.
Versus Talim.
Okay.
She rides the wind freely, singing her
So here we are, just a random stage that we're going for.
Don't worry, Talim.
Yeah, Matt says it does stretch.
one fight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the obvious... I hope the in-game graphics aren't also stretched, but the menus, it definitely just looked like the text and even the sample images were getting stretched. Are you saying I somehow defeated my enemy just by literally mashing the A button?
Win.
That's pretty funny. Me every morning. Undertale kept my sanity in check during my teenage years. Deltarune keeps my sanity in check during adult years. Fair enough. Yeah, Undertale was a pretty big thing when I was in school. I'm probably the only one who stupidly never got around to playing it. I mean, I literally bought Undertale like 10 years ago, or almost.
Passion combined.
Almost 10 years ago.
A hardened warrior.
Okay, so I thought this game would be hard because it's a fighting game. But, I mean, it honestly seems not too bad. I also never realized it's technically like a 2D fighting game, but it's also technically 3D because you can sidestep in 3D. But, I mean, everything stays on a 2D plane. But it just gives it a bit more flair, I suppose. But yeah, you know, I always think of fighting games as not approachable. But clearly, when you're just starting out, the enemies are really bad. And you don't have to know how to play the game at all to win. I mean, I guess every button does a thing, right? It should, in theory. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know any of the combos, of course. Classic fighting games, of course, pretty big on combos usually. But you know what? I could see myself getting behind this game already. Probably not against other actual good players, but
Versus Ivy.
clearly there is some fun to be had here without knowing anything. Matt says, no, I'm the second one who never got around to playing Undertale.
Already.
I mean, I started Undertale. I played probably the first hour. But how long are these games, realistically? Because everyone I hear talk about Deltarune seemed to have beaten it in like a day or two. Okay, yeah, you can block, apparently. I mean, that makes sense, especially as Link. What does the B button do? I do not know. So I actually died. Already in stage 3, it's going bad for me. Oh, it's literally like 4 hours. Really? Okay, the Undertale is shorter than I thought. I thought it was kind of like, you know, it is kind of like RPG-like somewhat, so I thought it was kind of long. But I guess not. Dude, if it's that short, I should remedy that and just get playing Undertale, man. Okay, I am losing very badly to Whip Lady over here. It's like the range is really getting me.
Vaulting.
I know. I'm so bad.
9.
Okay.
Battle 1. Fight.
So what? I don't even know the controls here. Let's do a kick. Can we do that? Oh no. I don't even know how to jump. It's probably just with the joystick because it is a fighting game after all. Ah, man. We're getting a bit better, but already in the third fight we're struggling. Probably 8 if you want to do everything, yeah.
Battle 2.
Fighting game mash away indeed. Oh no, it's really not going well. Okay, oh my god, oh my god. I'll stick to Smash Bros. I got humbled on the third battle. Oh no. Oh no. It's not going well for me. Oh, ring out? You can do that in this game? That's crazy. I just like sparred her off of the edge. I don't think you deserve that victory, Link. You don't deserve to brag about it there at the end. Okay, I mean we're doing stuff. I don't know what we're doing. Any fighting game fan would just be laughing at me, but oh my god. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. It seemed like it was going okay, but it was all just a lie. There we go. We got a KO at least. Well, at least mirror mode on Mario Kart World while you get whooped. Nice. You got the mirror mode at last. Is it hard to get? Probably not too hard. It seems like you just gotta beat all the races, possibly the knockout tours, and that get like at least 10 of each collectible or something. Yeah. Amos said earlier, Deltarune is my religion, so is Undertale. Fair enough. I mean, you know, that's the funny thing why I never played it. Because I remember back in high school when, you know, Undertale was pretty new. We would pretty much, like, talk about it very regularly. I was gonna say every day, probably not, but we would talk about it regularly. And, you know, because there's all the different runs you can take and stuff. And it was fun to discuss, no doubt. I love the way the narrator says it. It's like, with a nice pause. It's like, you lose. Okay. Okay, let me kick you, please. It's not going well for me. Can you jump in this game? That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't think you can. Because it's like sort of 3D. You're just like sidestepping back and forth. Yeah, unless there is a jump. Well, we can check the controls actually. Because that's a new thing that they have now. Of course, controls for a fighting game are going to be a mess to explain. But no, it looks like you can definitely jump. I don't even know what is the hold the G thing. I mean, oh, it's the guard. I see. Oh, so I have to guard to jump? Is that what happens? Is that what happens? Yeah, you can jump, but it's not... It's just a hop. It's just a bunny hop. Oh my god. Do we have any long range? Oh, oh my god, we do! We do have long range stuff. Okay, nice. And yeah, we can guard. Okay, I need to get closer. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. Yeah, the mirror mode not super hard. If you see something too much of your interest, declines a lot for it, so never watch too many trailers for a game. What are you talking about? Which game are you referring to? Mario Kart? Because there wasn't many Mario Kart trailers. That's for sure. Oh my god, I'm getting whooped! Maybe I did a combo there? I don't even know, man. We actually managed to win, though. Psychology? Well, I mean, yes, just yes. Alrighty. We did a thing. So does this just continue until you make it to the end of the, like, quote-unquote story? I think this is the last one we will play before going to Wind Waker. Just so we can be, like, you know, remotely on time. Oh my god. The strength! The strength is absolute, for whatever reason now. No. Okay, we were doing good. We were doing good until now. Now, not so much. God. Oh my god, he actually managed. We had such a good start. I'm just saying in general, if you see a game being hype and you see too much of it, you could lose interest a lot faster. Well, yeah, yes, definitely. If the trailers seem too cool, and then it's like, oh, it doesn't live up to the hype. That's why Silksong is gonna have a really hard time. Because, I mean, what do, you know? You've been waiting for this game for 7 years. It's gotta be like the best game ever at that point. Okay, we managed to win somehow. You know, for an old fighting game, it's pretty fluid. I'm liking it a lot. I never thought I would say that about a fighting game. But I could get behind it. As I said, at a casual level, playing against other people, I would get my ass whooped. And I would never have fun ever again with this game. Again, I need to figure out... So, does he automatically pull out the bow? I can't really tell. If he just pulls out the bow automatically? No. Oh, look at that. It might be distance-based, I'm not sure. But that was pretty cool. Look at that. Pretty nice indeed. Okay, when does this end? Do I have to die for it to end? I don't know. I don't know if there's like a continuation point. Okay, we're not gonna do good. Oh my god, yeah, you can sidestep attacks apparently. Which is an important part of this game, it looks like. Look at that. We're doing things, somehow. Yeah, it reminds me of how much I played One Piece Burning Blood. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting attack. And yeah, we're getting our ass whooped again. Okay. We made him fall into the abyss. I'm sorry, you didn't deserve it. Alrighty. So I don't really know what we do here. Oh, he's just sidestepping. Is this what, Castlevania time? I think.
Watch quietly and learn.
Okay, can I pause? Yes. I don't know how this works, so I'll just do a save state rather than exiting or anything like that. Let's just create a save state, and that should work pretty well. I don't know what the resolution of this is, which is a bit sad. I kind of wish we knew. So that was fun. I enjoyed SOULCALIBUR a lot more than I thought I would. It's actually approachable if you play the single player and have no idea what you're doing. It's still pretty fun. But yes, this brings us to the ultimate conclusion of our stream, where we will play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which, of course, my favorite game on here. We already know from the Nintendo Treehouse that almost certainly the next game will be Mario Strikers. But now, we get to enjoy the Wind Waker, and of course I have played this game before. I've never played the GameCube version, actually. I've only played Wind Waker HD to completion. So this is fun. So I'm kind of just thinking, you know, we're mostly gonna speedrun this, you know? In a sense. See how far we can get in the next, like, 20 to 30 minutes. But there we go. My favorite game. The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. This is probably my favorite Zelda game. Other than Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, it depends. Like, it's definitely my favorite classic Zelda game, of the 3D variant at least. Yes, so we're gonna create that. I kind of wish that there was possibly like multiple memory cards, because technically back on the real GameCube, you could just swap out billions of memory cards and do as much as you want. So let's just make a new quest log and give it a start, and we just gotta call ourselves Link, of course. Because that's how you gotta play Zelda. The fact that you're like not more forced to be called Link in Zelda is a bit surprising. Like, probably most casual players wouldn't call themselves Link. But yeah, there we go. Okay, this is one of the legends of which the people speak. And it's a good intro. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the dark one away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began blowing across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. Once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived in the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youth to know courage like the hero of legend. And there you have it. That is the legend of Link in Ocarina of Time. I will say I remembered that, you know, the Link here is not like canonically the Link from the legend, but I forgot that the legend really like directly referred to Ocarina of Time. Which makes sense actually, because this was the first game after Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask to be in a very different universe. And they're kind of acknowledging that for the player. But yes, Link in this game is not supposed to be the same Link. It's literally just supposed to be another little guy who just ends up stepping up as the hero. Big brother! It's kind of weird, the animations are a little twitchy. You could see the same thing happening in, I think, like SOULCALIBUR and F-Zero a little bit. I knew you'd be here. Granted, I suppose there's a good chance they were a little twitchy on the GameCube too, so, you know, not saying the emulation is the cause or anything. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea when I play with the gulls. I call it Irel's Lookout. So do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! It sure is. That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Indeed, we should probably go home. Oh yeah, the camera controls are inverted, because I guess that was just the era, and you can zoom in and out. So the camera controls are obviously not as modern as they would be in like Wind Waker HD. But yeah, other than that, and you can switch your map with the D-pad. You've got like a close-up view and a view of the island, and then you can just choose to hide the map outright. Okay, that's neat. That is neat. So let's just go down the ladder and go meet Grandma, who's waiting for us for our birthday. But yeah, Matt says, I have not played any Zelda games aside from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's crazy, Matt. Considering the amount of games you play, like, per year, you should really fix that and get on that, man. Oh, we're off to a great start. I'm not used to playing this with a GameCube controller, and I'm also not used to having inverted camera controls for the camera of an action game. Are there any settings that we can change for that by chance? Targeting mode, rumble on, sound. Okay, and so we don't have any controls on the controls, unfortunately. That's pretty typical of that era. I don't think I've ever seen a game like this with inverted camera controls. Oh my god. I mean, I was hearing people complain about this beforehand, and they were saying, you know, you could remap them now because we've got nice remapping. But then what do you do for the remap of like controlling the Wind Waker? Because spoilers for Matt. No, I mean Matt definitely knows, but you control the Wind Waker, so like there's the whole music portion, I guess. Okay, the camera's really not used to that, man. I don't think I've ever played, like I've played inverted controls in stuff like Star Fox, which kind of makes sense. And I've played games where it's inverted up and down, but inverted left to right, that just feels wrong, man. That just feels very wrong. You think we can go talk to Beetle first? I doubt it. But this is Beetle's ship, I believe. Can we just swim over to Beetle? Oh, we actually can. Do you think he's in here? Oh, he is in here. Oh, a customer, welcome to Beetle's shop ship. A deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me, I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Or just use the stick to browse, okay. Yeah, I mean, he's got nothing that we actually need right now. Yeah, Wind Waker probably my favorite of the classic 3D Zelda games. What I love about it is just the movement. It's so smooth. It's just great. Is this running at 30 or 60 FPS? Because it looks a little choppy compared to what we've been playing today. So I'm not entirely sure. And you've got the mailbox here. Good morning. Welcome to the island's postal service. What do you have for delivery? Yeah, you can like post out some mail and stuff like that. It's pretty good. And Matt says, honestly, I'm definitely getting that Splatoon spin-off. Heck yeah, that was such an awesome announcement. An unexpected announcement this morning. Honestly, I am obviously getting it, but I'm also, like, honestly, probably more excited for that than Splatoon 4, to be honest. Because the coolest thing about Splatoon is, like, the lore of the game. Okay, here's what I love about this game. Unless maybe you need the sword first, but you're supposed to be able to, yeah, you can go on walls and just go through, which is a fun mechanic that I don't think has ever come back, but it's definitely enjoyable. Okay, we got our first rupee. Heck yeah. But the Splatoon spin-off is so cool because the Splatoon lore is one of the best things about the series, and just knowing that it seems like it will be a single-player, like, story-focused game on Splatoon, that's super exciting. Because Splatoon 4 is good and all, but the reality is that Splatoon games have not changed too much, and we don't necessarily need Splatoon 4 that badly. But having it more Splatoon with lore and all that stuff, that is very exciting. I don't know how I'm gonna get used to these camera controls, man. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. And I could remap it, and then you would just have to probably just use the Wind Waker differently. Because what does it say here? Camera and change perspective, but it's also the Wind Waker, so we don't really know. I guess, like, maybe on the, if you're using the Pro Controller, can you, actually that's a good question. If you're using the Switch 2 Pro Controller, can you map, like, GL and GR, the back buttons, to individual games in the GameCube app? I feel like probably not. You can probably map them only once for the entire GameCube app, but that's still pretty good. If that, you can still use them to your advantage. So you could potentially control the camera that way. Oh yeah, wait, there was multiple camera modes, but I think I ruined it. Now it's like in free camera. And free camera is very classic in this game. Like, no matter which way you move, the camera stays where it is pretty much. Oh, what was it saying? There's like the eye camera. It says to press up to get the eye camera. Oh, there we go, yep. And then it's like controlled with the regular joystick. How does that work though? How do you toggle the eye camera? I'm just trying to figure that out. What triggers that you can control it? I'm not even sure, man. Do you just gotta wait? I don't know, doesn't matter. It's not like we're doing a full playthrough of this. So I believe Grandma is upstairs, I suppose. Yep, she's just waiting there with the shield and the tunic. I've been waiting for you, Link. Link, try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. And Link does not look happy about that. You got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Well, that's unfortunate. Link's just so sad about it. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It's the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of all in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. Yeah, that's a bit of foreshadowing right there. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Alright, and we're all dressed up now. Does this all make sense to you? It sure does. Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly, a perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma's going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now go get your sister Errol. Alright, and our sister is about to get kidnapped, essentially, by the bird. Okay, so if you don't touch the camera, you're kind of in the regular camera mode, which actually works out pretty nicely. Not sure how one exits out of free camera though. So if I free cam, then it's just locked. Okay, and then if I press, yeah, okay. So I can press the Z button, or sorry, the L button, to go back. And once you do press that button, so once you're not in free cam, yeah, okay, that's when you get the I mode, and if you're not in I mode, okay. That makes sense, we figured it out. And we were stuck in free cam, which made it hard. But now we're just in regular mode. So Errol should still be up there. Snot Kid's gonna run after us. Honestly, I'm definitely getting that split. Yeah, okay. No, I read that. I thought you said something about Zelda. We gotta get you to play Wind Waker, Matt. It's such a good game. Play Wind Waker. Okay. But yeah, Splatoon spin-off, very exciting. And I think, I don't know if you were here when I said that at the start of the stream, but also the Switch 2 upgrade for Splatoon 3 coming out in literally just 2 days. Ah, look at that. Feeding all the seagulls. But with the upgrade in just 2 days, it feels like, you know, why didn't they include it with all the other upgrades that came out last week for the Switch launch? Makes you wonder if there will be some cool Switch 2 upgrade like every week or so going forward to hype it up a little bit. That would be really cool. I would hope so. And Urchin Underpass is back. My beloved Urchin Underpass from the Wii U. Ahoy, big brother! Did Grandma make that outfit for you? But wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat though. So anyway, Link. Can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! And of course we will be stuck with that for the rest of the game. Alright. Not too bad. Yeah, we can just assign it to like any button. I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Heh. Oh, why don't you try it out? Right now, try looking over at our house from here. Okay. So I guess we gotta assign it. This is just the info. Okay. And it tells you how to use it. So that makes sense. We're just gonna put it on Y or something. Actually, let's put it on Z, because why else would we want Z to be used? Okay. So let's do that. And we can just zoom to our house. It's so nice, you know, it may not be Wind Waker HD, but at least now the graphics are like really clean. Just really sharp. The postman looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Doesn't he? Ah, Link, the sky! Look up in the sky! Ah, Link, the sky! Okay, what about the sky? Yep, there's the big bird. There he is. With Tetra. And the pirate ship. It's not going very good for Tetra. Yeah, honestly, like, this game's graphics hold up very well. You know, it's such a nice, clean art style. Even if I have played, like, Wind Waker HD, the art style really doesn't feel like you're losing out on much. More so the controls, I would say, and the revisions to how the quests work. The quests were improved a little bit for the Triforce quest, and just the fast sale as well. Okay. Link, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Okay, why should we go there, though? That's the question. Oh, okay. Let's go down. I don't know how we can go down. There we go. Let's go. I mean, I know there's no, like, fancy lighting effects in this era, but the draw distance is still pretty good. Especially considering at this era of gaming, there probably wasn't, like, level of detail pop-in. It was probably just always loading the full geometry. Probably, I don't know. It sort of feels that way. So I think we might need to grab a sword. I forget. What are you doing, by the way? I just saw a wild pig. Oh, see, look, that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You really have to go grab it, Link. Now you can't just run up to it. Pigs are too alert about their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold R to crouch. Okay. And yes, you can also distract it with bait. But there's the pig. And we got it. We got the pig. We didn't really need the bait. This is just gonna toss it. Okay. I mean, we were just able to catch it. In fact, we could probably just... No, we can't really run up to it. That's fun. So this is probably where we have to be. Oi, Link! Press L right here and use A to talk to me. It's funny how it's like similar tutorials to Ocarina of Time. Like there was a similar like Z targeting tutorial in Ocarina of Time. That's correct, you're a smart one. You, my friend, you have just learned to L target me. Yeah, I guess it's not Z target, we're just used to calling it that. You see, when you press L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press L to face forward, you know? It's quite handy indeed. There are myriads of other ways to use L targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, That's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. Okay. On another topic entirely, maybe it's just my age, but lately I've had quite a hard time seeing things from a distance. Okay. Is that why he didn't talk about the bird? We have no idea. Maybe no one else saw the bird. I just kind of figure we have to get the sword, but maybe not. I don't know. So soon, my. If you're already old enough to be wearing those clothes, then it's going to be very important for you to gather as much wisdom as you can from now on. If you're to make your way in the world, that is, Link. Now, I've been studying a wealth of topics since long before you were born. I'm what you'd call a brain of all trades. You're a smart little fella yourself, aren't you? I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and maybe you're the one I should pass it down to. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly, and before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You'd do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know? Well, we're not gonna do that. Okay, he's pretty mad. Such a racket, can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you drafted hooligan. Did I do that? Supposedly? Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day. The lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No! The brain's a muscle too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot, as if that's not of any use anymore. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Well, I don't really want to read all your stuff, but I suppose these are just going to be like gameplay hints. Yes, sort of yes. These are mostly what you would consider gameplay hints. So let's head downstairs, shall we? Can we do that? Oh, also, is this like a view of the full map? No, I think it's just like a skybox on the outside of that house. So let's go out here. His brother with the sword is at the floor below. So we will definitely want to go here and get ourselves a sword. Matt says, I'll play Wind Waker at some point. Yeah, you definitely should. Yes, there we go. That's who we're looking for. Oh, what is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no longer a laughing matter. What say you, Link? Ah, have you come for some serious instructions in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. Good thing that Grandma hinted about him being the only person that has sword knowledge. Alright, very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety, I'm ready for you. Good, keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Alright. Wrong, press only B. Okay. Very good, next is the vertical slice. Hold L to target me, then press B. Okay. Keep swinging. Yeah, calling it a vertical slice might be a little bit generous. Clearly, he's doing a lot more than that. Very good, next is the thrust. L target, then tilt forward and press B. Okay. Very good. Yeah, it even does a spin attack. Next is the spin attack. Okay. Oh, you can rotate. Interesting. I didn't know that. Sorry, so you gotta rotate and then oh that's weird. So you can do a full rotation and it looks very awkward. Very good, keep it up. I kind of prefer doing the hold method. The parry attack, of course, is what I always do. No, you can't only perform a parry. Oh, I see. But the jump shot is definitely good. But yeah, we get the parry. There we go. Very good. Now finally the jump attack. Draw your sword and L target and press A. Yep, the one we already did. I just love this game because it's so fluid. It's always so fluid. The combat is lovely, everything about it. And somehow it's never been matched after that. It's just the sense of fluidity is unmatched. And yet I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. Yeah, he could have questioned me a little bit more, but I guess he doesn't care. Okay. Alrighty. Since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil. It's blasted if... what am I saying? Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Link. Alright. So that's all well and good. Now we should be able to just head out here and try to save Tetra, who just fell in the forest. Okay. Let's just make our way to the forest. Our birthday doesn't even matter anymore. We just gotta chill out. Okay, I went in the water. Didn't mean to do that. Don't tell me I'm gonna struggle with this game's controls like I complain with Twilight Princess all the time. I think this has more to do with the fact that I'm just not a big fan of controllers that have a sort of like hexagonal like shape for their joystick, because it kind of has a tendency to force you in 6 directions, even though obviously the game supports more. No entry, the forest paths are closed until suspension bridge repairs are complete. Okay, of course, we are just supposed to ignore that. Away with you, sign. And we needed the sword to actually break through here. And get some grass. I guess if you do the spin without loading, it is faster a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of interesting that there's 2 ways to go about doing the spin attack. Alright, and the suspension bridge is on the left, but I'm just curious what's here. I mean, we can have a nice look at the place and all of the island realistically. This is meant to be like a big, nice vantage point, I suppose. And I mean, there's not much to it here. Let's be real. We just gotta go for the bridge. Which again has another warning. Fairy fountain sight ahead, increase your fortune. Yeah, but the bridge is broken. But that is no worry for Link, because we can just walk right across. Also, there's interesting physics for this bridge, which is a bit surprising, but I mean, they seem to work pretty well even for the era. It's so nice, you know? It may be the original Wind Waker, but as I said, the resolution is so clean. It's kind of funny because this game isn't widescreen, but when there's cutscenes it goes in like a widescreen mode. Okay. So we're almost here. We just gotta climb up there. And we find our first enemy, which is just a bokoblin. Pretty sure it's actually considered a bokoblin. Or is it a moblin? I guess it might be a moblin. I'm not sure. It's probably considered a bokoblin. Yeah, I gotta cut all that grass for the rupees. Oh, there's a sign here. Maybe that's interesting. What does it say? Fairy Fountain Site. This spot marks the remains of an ancient fairy fountain. The legendary hero was said to come here after battle so the fairies could ease his weariness. It was also said that whoever met with the great fairy who lived here was blessed with great fortune, so it came to be known as the fountain of the fortune goddess. All right. And there is a rock here that we can blow up later in the game, I suppose. But for now, we just gotta make it to the top here. How do we do that? Do we gotta make it here? Where is Tetra? Oh, Tetra's over there. Okay, we really like overshot that. But this is a new area and looks like there's even a cutscene of more bokoblins dropping in. Because I guess the birds brought them here. Okay, let's do a spin attack. Oh, that jump attack definitely did not work very well for me. It's also always nice in this game how the enemies burst into a puff of smoke. Very cool, and it just looks so nice on Switch too. It's a really good way to play GameCube games. I'm looking forward to more being added. You know, we already know that Mario Strikers is most likely the next one. And then hopefully we can get maybe even Twilight Princess eventually, but you know, like if we can get Sunshine, even though I have it on the 3D All-Stars collection and stuff, but what else? Like Double Dash. I'm really looking, I hope they add Double Dash. Wow, what's this? That getup? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came and... Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on this summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on the top of a mountain? Well, wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there, let's go! Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him, come on! Yeah, so we just get introduced to Tetra pretty early on, but she does not care at all. She doesn't want anything to do with us. Hoi, big brother! Yeah, Errol just put herself in danger by coming here. Man, I love that progression of the sun ray. Kind of a low quality effect for the time, though. Brother! Alright. That's not good. She shouldn't have come on the top of this island. And we're being saved by Tetra. Ah, stupid kid. Get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do. And there we go. That is the start of our adventure in Wind Waker. Which, for the time being, is all about saving your sister. Taken off to a completely different, unknown island. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates, you know? Pirates! The terror of the seas! What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get, a headache! I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all. But that doesn't really have anything to do with us, how now does it? And how do you figure that? Whoa, whoa, whoa there! Just who are you? Where do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter. Whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears. Does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Link here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is this true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Link's sister has made its foul nest to the north of the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. Okay, so I guess it does tell us where the bird is right away. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Link a little help now, would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on. Even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with. Anything? Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you'd better go say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. Alright. Well, of course Tetra's got that attitude, but they're giving us 2 hints, you know? If you forgot about the shield, go to your family, but your family also has the shield, as we have known, because pretty much everything was foreshadowed. Alright. So, yes, let's try to get that shield up there. Oh, it's missing. Okay. I guess Grandma has it. She does indeed. Link! Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. Okay. There wasn't much dialogue to that. I love how the facing the screen to show the shield is like canonical in the game. He just turns back around to look at Grandma again. I guess it is true. Ariel really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? Yes, news travels fast apparently here. What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Alright, there is no more dialogue. But let's see if there's no, there really is no dialogue. It said to say goodbye to your family, but nothing was said. Even though we're going out on this ship. But we should be good. Oh, we've got the third pirate here now. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that thing? Or are you going to get splinters and cry? Well, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I'm sure there's other stuff we could do on this island, but it's all right. Oh, we can try the capture button, I suppose, on the GameCube controller. Good luck, Link. Good luck finding Errol. Take care of yourself. Alright. Link definitely looks pretty concerned. Just having fun testing out some screenshots. How much longer is this going to go on? Do you think? Do you have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just going to get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island? Nah, we gotta do this. For Errol. And yeah, let's see. Link, listen kid, you can't just stand around on deck. You'll get in everyone's way. I've told Nico to look after you, so you'd better report below decks and ask him what you should be doing. Alright, well, that is very nice. We have officially left the island. Is it even in sight? No, because this is kind of a cutscene moment, so you're purposefully in the water with literally nothing visible around. Can we go to the top? It seems like we can. That's gonna look very nice, I assume. Just going up the sail. I think this is Nico. No, this is not Nico. And I mean, we can test out our telescope, although it probably doesn't really do much here. Isn't it weird, like the telescope is not inverted camera controls, but the game is. So that's kind of an odd choice. But yeah. Oh, how far can we zoom out? Not too bad. But yeah, anyways, that will do it, folks, for The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. We pretty much just got the story started just for fun, doing all the inciting incident of this story. Tetra showed up on the island and we had to save her, and then our sister Errol was kidnapped by the big bird, and apparently, according to the mailman, was brought to the Forsaken Fortress. So yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I'm not doing a full playthrough of this game, of course. Not for now, at least. So that was just a fun little teaser of all the GameCube games, whether it's Wind Waker, SOULCALIBUR II, or F-Zero GX. And of course, some Fast Fusion that we got to play at the start of this stream. So with all that said, I think we managed to cover quite a good chunk of the launch games for the Nintendo Switch 2 these past few days. Of course, playing Mario Kart, playing Welcome Tour, playing Breath of the Wild. Lots of third-party games that we didn't play. I didn't really pick up any of them because I know I just have no time to play them and they're full price right now, so there's not much of an incentive. But yeah, I mean, overall, playing with the GameCube controller today for Nintendo Switch Online, I do recommend. Obviously, it feels very nice, and it's not every day that you get to use a brand new GameCube controller. You know, most of the secondhand market have like fairly worn down controllers with like worn down thumbsticks and stuff like that. So having a brand new one is very cool. I suppose if you had like a Smash Brothers one from previously, that would be pretty cool and it would feel mostly the same. But in my case, I only had a secondhand one from the original GameCube, so it feels very nice to have this. And of course you get the convenience of it being wireless, and if you're using this on the Switch, you get the convenience of, at the very least, having a home button, even though there's also a capture button and a C button. But yeah, because using a regular good old GameCube controller on the Switch, not only do you need the adapter, but you typically need another controller just to go back to the home menu and do some of that basic stuff. So overall, it's very nice to have the new wireless GameCube controller, and it feels very good. It feels like you would expect. It's only kind of a bummer that they kept the ZL button as a tiny little button rather than like they could have made it a you know, just a little trigger like the Z button and make this controller much more versatile, even though it would be like less accurate to the real thing. But I think they should have maybe done that, especially if they were gonna put a fake little ZL there. But all in all, pretty good controller. I think I'm happy to have gotten it, and so definitely a good consideration for those GameCube games. Of course, you don't need those, so you can just use a Pro Controller. It might even feel better to some of you. It probably will, I don't know. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this big Nintendo Switch 2 games stream, where we just played a bunch of games, a bunch of launch games. Happy about Fast Fusion as well. That was a pretty good one. Only $15 to try out that game, and it's a pretty nice graphical showcase for the Switch 2 at 4K 60 FPS racing, up to 4-player split screen. It's pretty impressive, and it's just made by a fairly small developer, so you know, the graphics probably could be pushed even further on the Switch were it not for the small team and the fact that they gotta have some rendering budget for split screen. But yeah, anyways, it was good fun today, so thank you so much for coming around. In terms of Switch 2 content, we will have more in the future, so if you're new here to the channel, consider subscribing for a bunch more of that. I was gonna play some more Mario Kart World on Saturday, but I think we'll be playing Splatoon 3 instead, because we've got that Splatoon 3 Switch 2 update that is now coming on Thursday, and they're adding a bunch of new weapons as well as Urchin Underpass, my beloved stage from Splatoon 1. So yeah, we'll probably be playing Splatoon 3 on Saturday. And other than that, this is kind of the end of the daily Nintendo Switch 2 launch streams. We can't keep it up every day until the end of time. So hope you enjoyed those streams for the Switch 2 coverage. I still have Switch 2 videos out in the pipeline, so if you're interested in that, consider turning on notifications, and don't forget to like this stream if you enjoyed it, as it helps a lot more people find it, and they can see for themselves if Fast Fusion or the GameCube games are any good. I'm just still mind blown with how sharp the image quality is in all of these. Not so much the UI, because they're kind of fixed resolution from back in the day, but man, the rendering of the game just looks really good in all of the games we played today. I'm very impressed, what can I say? So anyways, I'll see you around for some more Switch 2 coverage in the future, but with that said, have a great rest of your week, and yeah, I'll see you for some more Splatoon 3 most likely. Yep, thank you by the way to Matt and Amos for coming here. We had Retro Room as well today. It was all good fun, and I will see you guys soon. Alright, see ya later. Bye-bye.